just incredible to still see everything that's still burning and all the work everyone's still doing. They still have pretty hot, ideal conditions for fires to burn, right?
Yeah, and of course we had that red flag warning yesterday, so that means if a fire starts, it will spread, and of course pre-existing fires have the ability to grow easily. Thankfully, that has ended.
Okay.
So we're still going to be a little bit breezy, we're still going to be very warm, and of course we're still watching the smoke as well, but conditions are below that alert criteria for today. So that's some good news there. Here's a look at the smoke though. We're definitely seeing it push off to the east. We have something called onshore flow. Technically started yesterday. So what that does is that pushes that fresh Pacific air into western Washington. So we get the clean air and unfortunately push it over to our friends off to the east. We're already dealing with those fires. They've already been dealing with the bad air quality, and that is going to continue as we move forward. And that will continue into this afternoon as well. So really, I mean, the worst of the smoke is definitely closest to those fires, unfortunately. Let's talk temperatures. We are finally cooling things down just a teeny tiny bit. We started the cool down yesterday, technically speaking, but we were still, technically speaking, slightly warmer than normal for this time of the year. The average high at SeaTac is 79 degrees. We hit 83 yesterday, so just a little bit warmer than that, but we're going to cool things down even more into today. And then let's talk about this really quickly, because goodness, we are not there, thank the goodness. 98 degrees is the record for yesterday's date. 83, we'll take it, 15 degrees off from that record. As we move forward, temperatures are going to be very close to normal. Really not a ton of fluctuation this week. I mean, today, tomorrow, we're right on track with normal. Yeah, Wednesday, it looks like we could cool things down a teeny tiny bit. But then we'll just jump right back up. And even with that little bit of a cool down, we're still staying within a few degrees of that seasonal average. For today, we have partly cloudy skies. We will see some blue sky, fair weather clouds moving through. 60s for the first part of our day, and then into the afternoon, we'll spend most of the day in the 70s. And that's where most of our highs will be today, is in the 70s. Around the sound, you can see some upper 70s for the warmest spots. We could tap 80 degrees. It'll be a little bit cooler over along the coast in the 60s. Same thing through the Strait of Juan de Fuca into the 60s. Higher elevations right around 70 degrees, but push off east of the Cascades. Look at all of these 90s that are expected for central and eastern Washington. So another warm day off to the east. Wind is not going to be as bad as yesterday, though, and that's why we're letting that red flag warning expire. It'll be a little bit breezy still today, so not necessarily the best conditions, but not the worst. Here's a look at our wind as we head forward into today, up to maybe 20, 25 mile per hour gusts over off to the east. Same thing into tomorrow. So we'll definitely see the breeziest conditions off to the east. Puget Sound, just a little bit of a light wind. Now, as we look at our 7-day forecast, you can see that we really don't have a ton of change heading our way. We are going to sit right around normal for this time of the year. Wednesday's our coolest day of the week. Mid-70s, that's pretty nice. It does look like we could see a little bit of a warm up as we head into the weekend. Friday brings us back to those mid-80s, but even mid-80s, not too shabby. So overall, we are on tap for a pretty mild week ahead. Farah?
Leah, thank you.